What's going on, guys? Jeff COGA here, and welcome to a late night episode of Jeff COGA Live. And this one is all on a Friday evening right here in the studio at the headquarters. And this one's what we like to call the Answer and Win Contest. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck are you talking about, Answer and Win Contest? Well, it all has to do with the mastermind group that I run with, guess what? We're getting close to about 19,000 people in this particular group. And we're talking about real estate professionals. We got real estate agents. We got mortgage brokers. We have investors. We have digital marketers in there as well that sells products and services to the real estate industry. And then a couple of my other friends that run different businesses and stuff like that, they're part in there. So we have some really big grizzled veterans in there. And for a way to get more engagements and stuff like that. So I've been doing this cool little contest where I ask a question, and typically it's an open-ended question. I want to start a dialogue, a conversation, right? A conversation so that way we can elevate as a whole in the real estate industry, right? So we've been asking this question, and so far year to date, we've been giving out $250, and some of the folks in here has already won. So if you don't know where to go, let me actually show you what you gotta do. So let me go ahead and pull up this trusty little, hold on here. It should pull up right on the screen here, or it should, I guess, if I did this correctly. Maybe it did not. Hello there. Look at this technical error, ladies and gentlemen. We're still in 2018 having technical errors of software and stuff like that. But bottom line is you can go to that giftfromjeff.com /answer and win. And you really just got to answer the question. And there's a couple rules that I'll talk about. But if it's the first time you're actually looking at this, here, let me show you, okay? So here you go. There we go. It works. So all you got to do is kind of go into this spot here, and at the top right now you can go to that domain or search for something. It is real estate related. Later on down the road, we're going to transform this later on outside of real estate. But for right now, it's real estate, and we have, as I said, almost 18,000 people. We're on track to almost doing 19,000. So as you can see here, we scroll in. Here it is, right here, okay? So here's the question that we posted. It says, best answer contest, answer and win contest just started. And your question of the week was asked by our two-time winner, Kareen. So she won twice, actually, okay? And she said, hey, Jeff, can you ask this question and make this part of the contest? So I said, cool, no problem. And that's how it looks like, okay? So I'm going to blow it up. The bottom line is you can go in here, and there's tons of stuff in here. People post stuff. I thought this one was pretty interesting. This was one of the interesting ones. Michael posted this. It says, great marketing idea or deceptive advertising, right? And he says, here's an ad from a local agent. This would be a $400,000 home in a local market. Curious about your perspective. And then they put, search the last listed blank homes for sale from 125,000, and they show a picture of this. And then people are chiming in right here. We have like 9 people coming in, and we have more people adding. So questions like this, right? A couple of new members here. Are you getting real business from social media? If so, what are you doing, right? Look at this, 47 comments of people talking about it, okay? So again, if this is the kind of stuff that interests you, you might want to go check out the link that's clearly like right there. All right, check that out right there, and join the group. You do have to be in the real estate industry or some type of real estate. Otherwise, my staff or team are not going to let you in. Okay, so I'm just being upfront. So if you're in there, and then no, just know. And we have a very zero policy for shenanigans. We don't play that game in that group. So let me go ahead and go to now a couple other things that I want to talk about. So let me switch this over to a different screen here. So answer and win contest. How do you actually win? The first way to win is answer a question, and whoever has the most likes or comments from our community actually wins, okay? Very simple enough. And then the second winner is all about, kind of I'm biased. So I'll be honest, I run the mastermind group. I'm biased, and I get to pick the winner. Right. So, and we give out $25 for the winner. We just PayPal you the money, and there you go. Right. So that's the two ways to win. As I said, winners year to date is $250. We have given out something brand new that we started. All right. So let me talk about some couple other stuff. This is the actual question of this week, and we are going to answer it today. And the question is, if you had to start your business in a brand new city where you didn't know anyone, how would you grow your business and why? All right, that was the question, and we have tons and tons of answer, and I'll definitely cover one of the best answers I saw, and I'll talk about that today in here, and we'll pick a winner. But what I really want to talk about is some of the other questions that was asked in the past, okay? Because I think it's super important to understand, because like this question, right? We asked this on March 1st, and it says, if you had a total marketing budget of $500, what would you do to generate leads, right? So I talked about that in there and chimed in and gave my, kind of my 2 cents in there, right? My 2 pennies. That's a video about 9 minutes long right here that I talked about that, and as well as 19 other people chimed in and dropped some really, really drop the mic, knowledge bombs in there. So you may want to check that one out. I thought that was cool. Another one is, what advice would you give someone just starting off? Kind of relays into, right? And I'll talk about this. This one had 21 comments. Here's another one, February 15. What's the best CRM, right? We see that a lot. Like, hey, Jeff, what's the best CRM? So there's 22 comments of that, and even a video explanation. We even talked about what's more important, leads or follow-up, right? And there's 21 comments in there. But I'm going to do a lot more of these. I think these are going to help people even more, right? And what am I talking about when I say these, okay? Questions like this, right? I asked more of last year, but I think I'm going to restart doing this because I think it really, really helps people out. So the question was, offer is $400,000 on a duplex, okay? $400,000 on a duplex. It's worth about $600,000. The seller countered at $500,000 with a $100,000 carry. What would you do? All right. And then I also put an update. That was the first question I asked. And then I did an update, posted to get a feel of what people are thinking. And thank you for the feedback and comment. I was waiting for someone to ask. And the question that I was waiting for people to ask is, you can't really make a call if this is a good deal or a bad deal. And I left out information out on purpose. And I said, yes, I'm evil, right? And the reason why I did that is because I want people to ask that question, right? It's really important. If you're an investor, you got to know certain stuff, right? So I left out information. So I plugged it in later on, and I say, hey, rent for both is $2,400 month to month, under market by $3,000 to $3,200. So that means you can put the rent up. Comps are about $600K is quote unquote fixed up, okay? And then it was a mixed use of what? Two bedroom, 1 bath, right? And 2,100 square feet. The term of the 100,000 carry, we're still negotiating the terms. Team agents working directly with the seller. It's unlisted off market. And now what would you do? Here's the option. Simply buy this as is with the term, negotiating terms, counter, walk away, get listing, other option, post response in the comment. And we have over 17 comments of people actually asking this question. Now this deal, did not close, right? It just blew up, just never happened, right? So, but I want to talk about maybe some other ones that we've closed on, some other ones that we've worked on probably this year that I probably want to show other people in here in the mastermind group on, things that you can learn from, So I figure I'll talk about that because I think it's super, super cool, okay? So those are some of the questions. So let's go ahead and get into kind of... Let's go ahead and get into what we wanted to talk about today. What are some of the best answers, right? So let me pull this up right on my screen again. I should have had this up already. Silly me here. All right, so give me a second here, and we're going to pop this back up here. Ooh, where do we go here? Oh, okay, so I'm sorry. So here we go. Oh. So here we go. All right. So we are going to pop up the screen right on the screen here. And where is the screen at? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's supposed to be literally here we go. Boom. So it's supposed to be, here we go. Boom, here it is. It's supposed to be super cool, and I'm supposed to make it look like it's on top of the thing, whatever, the text savings or whatever like that. It didn't clearly do what it was supposed to do. So I'm manually doing it, right? How ridiculous is that, right? So so here's the phone that we have, and let's pull this up, and let's have a, let's see here. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here on the screen here, all right? So let's see here. The one that I liked, here we go. Here's the questions right here. I'm kind of flipping through it, right? And let me pull this up. Here's the best answer contest, and we're going to zoom in. And are you guys able to, if I do it this way? Nope. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so we had tons and tons of questions, but the best answer is you can go to the group and you can actually read it yourself. But probably the best one here, let me flip this around a little bit because someone says, Jeff, I can't really see it. So let me actually make this bigger. Probably will be much better and easier for many of y'all on here. So let me pull this up. And clearly, we are professionals here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. Pooh. How about them apples? Boom, there it is. So we made it bigger. Oh, how about that, right? So let's go ahead and pull this up. So we had Safala, right? Says, I was brand new in the city. And the winner is actually this one. Let me pull this up. The winner is going to be this one. Woo, we got some knowledge bomb dropped on this. Look how long it is. I'm going to read it to you, okay? But bottom line is like, look at this. Truly, you are amazing, right? So let me read the best answer, right? If you're just starting off and you're about to go into another business. Now, this is related more to, guess what, real estate agents, but it's still true, I think, even for loan officers. Now, for investors, you have to do it a little bit different, okay? But here's what Glenn said, all right? Although I am pretty certain someone will come up with a better plan to win this contest, this actually happened to me, so I wanted to share. Obviously, I like the stuff, right? Instead of theory, we're talking about real stuff. It says, in my third year in the new area, I sold more homes than any agent in part of the state. I have been doing real estate for about 7 years before my relocation, so I was not a new agent. I moved to an area closer to my wife's parents. At first, I joined the largest brokerage in town, and I got my feet wet and met a lot of local agents, went on broker tours, marketing meetings, and anything I could do to get a crash course on the area and its real estate nuances. I then got my broker's license and started my own brokerage. I chose a name that was short and easy to remember and similar to the name of a very successful real estate company that was bought out by Coldwell Banker, and then did everything under the sun to get my name of the company out there and to do transactions. I came up with some out-of-the-box ideas. This is where it gets interesting because some of the out-of-the-box ideas right here, such as offering a discount to sellers if they were located on a busy street. I would make sure I put the largest possible real estate sign in front of the name and a logo on it. And like most homes on busy roads, if it didn't sell right away, I got exposure. I said, damn. I said, that is a damn good strategy, right? So he gives a discount to homeowners that are selling on busy streets and say, hey, dude, I don't know what the discount was, but, you know, you can be like, hey, I'll sell your house for 1%, right? And then you just put in a ginormous sign. Like in my brain, I was like, let me make an obnoxious big old sign and stick it in there. And then so he can get more exposure, inbound calls and things like that. I said, damn, that is really good, right? And then he went on and says, I contacted and visit every possible for sale by owner and occasionally expired listings. I found meeting the seller face-to-face gave me the best odds getting listing versus mailers and phone calls like new agents need to do. I offered my service to new friends and family that lived in the area. And he also says I submitted articles to local newspaper and a few of them landed me spots on the local TV morning show, getting me and my company more exposure. Then I started to hire some agents. Now, being a broker, I leased an office space next to a busy restaurant. Ooh, talk about strategic. And I put a real estate flyer box on our front window, often getting our property flyers in hands of people when they sat down to eat plus walk-ins. Then it says use the internet to connect for sale by owners, online real estate agent directly from realtor.com to others. Did YouTube videos on my listing, specific neighborhoods, so I would come up on more real estate searches. I signed up for advertising on grocery store shopping carts. I joined an organization where my best ability outside of real estate would instantly be respected. In this case, I was a former state-ranked racquetball player, so my ability at the health club got me some attention, opening up opportunities to talk real estate. Talk about using all your assets, right? Like, woo, right? This is something that worked out for me in my old area, like other prospecting methods, so I continued to use those prospecting methods. These include having a nice website with a short and catchy name, connecting with local schools, doing as many open houses as possible, connecting with local vendors such as insurance agents, loan agents, accountants, lawyers, and to do reciprocal referrals. I also volunteered my real estate office as a polling place for election. Ooh, talk about that one, huh? Talk about that one, right? And offered our conference room for free to real estate seminar teachers and teachers of real estate courses. Really, really strategic too, right? So you can have so-called real estate meetups and stuff like that on there, right? I also informed agents from my former company where I was in case they needed to refer a client moving to my new area. I'm sure there was other things I did, but the overriding message I told myself each day was to keep prospecting for both myself and for my brokerage, even if I had a closing that day. This meant connecting with current clients, connecting with past clients, connecting with potentially new clients, creating exposure for our company name and my own name as reputable and experienced real estate agent. And it says, boom, drop the mic. Like that one is the best answer I've ever seen. And look at that. She even agreed. You say, you are truly amazing. And that's what she said. All right. So why am I talking about this, right? Is because, look, okay, as we're coming to the kind of the end of today's training, right? I want to talk about this because, look, there's so many ways to put real estate deals together, okay? And so many ways that you can market when it comes to real estate. And there's so many ways to get your name out in the real estate industry. Let's be honest, right? There's tons and tons of ways to do this, right? It's not just one way and then, hey, dude, that's the only way you got to do it. There's tons and tons of ways to do it, okay? And so I challenge each and every one of you guys to do something different, but be consistent, okay? Because this is what happens with a lot of times. I see this with especially investors and especially like new people that are starting off, right? Experienced people, the people that have earned stripes, right? I'm talking about like you got punched, you're a grizzled veteran, you've been through some things, right? Got your teeth knocked out, right? You know this, which is you got to keep on marketing. You got to keep on selling. Right? You got to keep on prospecting. You know this, right? But if you're starting off, the challenge and issue that you're going to go into is that you're going to try a little bit of something, right? You might be like, hey, let me go do some direct mail, a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Let me do that, a little phone thing. You're going to try some of that. Oh, wait. Let me try a little bit. Let me try a little bit of this social media marketing stuff. Oh, wait. Let me try this Instagram stuff. Oh, let me try this Facebook Live stuff. Oh, let me try this open house stuff. Oh, wait. Let me try this door knocking stuff. Oh, let me try this pop by, right? And the challenge and issue is can you have success by doing all of them? 100%. All right, all of them work, right? But you literally need one of those things to work consistently to grow your business, to get it to a certain level, get a pipeline, and then keep on stacking. It's the same thing with, like, I tell a lot of investors and I tell a lot of especially wholesalers, right? Wholesalers are masterful marketers. Rehabbers wholesalers that turned rehabbers that actually did like direct response marketing, they're the best, okay, typically. All right, versus people who just jumped in and got into the rehab game from the beginning. Like I got into the rehab game back in 2004, right? So I learned a lot of direct response marketing and things like that, and it's a little bit different, right? So, but the point is, you just got to market, especially in this changing market. So you got to move, okay? You got to test stuff out. You got to do different things. Heck, look at me, man. I'm testing stuff out right now, right? Like, look, I'm giving out money and testing stuff out like contests and stuff like that, right? And then why is because here's what's going to happen for majority of you guys, okay? When you stop looking at your business as simply transactional stuff, okay? There's way too many people in this, I think, industry that simply is going after these stuff right here. Okay, buckaroos, money, and that's what you focus on, right? Like, money. Look, this is fake money, okay? It says motion pictures, so don't worry, okay? This is motion picture. You can crazy stuff. You can go to Amazon and get this stuff, right? So I have it on my desk just to prove point, and then clickbait people be like, look, all right? So, but the point is if you're in business, right, is that you got to play the long ball. Right, you got to play the long ball. Think about all these people that got into the industry just for the sheer sake of money, right? When the last time the market corrected, they got out of the business. And then the market starts heating up again, and they're trying to come right back in because the money seems good, okay? So play the long ball, and you want to make sure that you continue to deliver value, not to just your clients, your sellers, buyers, investors, things like that, people you work with, but also at the same time in the community, right? Make a name for yourself in the community, and the more you do that, guess what? Better things are going to happen, and you'll be able to get leverage. Because I've just had a conversation about this where I said, hey, if the market tomorrow crashes and both the stock market, real estate market, and everything goes hell's in a handbasket, right, and stuff like that, I will be able to rebuild everything I've built up. Why? Because of I've already done it, right? Three times, okay? So I challenge you, go out there, keep on giving value. And if you want to be part of kind of the answer and win contest that we do it about bi-monthly basis, right? Go to that link, givefromjeff.com, answer and win, and then join the group and start communicating, start asking questions. But bottom line, give value first, okay? Value first. That's what I got. Love you guys. Hopefully you got value. If you did, feel free to share it with someone else, and I will be back in that group asking more questions, thought-provoking ones, and hopefully it can help you guys and gals ask better questions. That's what I got. Love you guys. Take care and bye-bye. Peace.